Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Argentina. It's round 2 for the Motogp World Championship in 2019, the pre-event press conference here at the Termas de Hondo circuit. With us today for this press conference, we have Losail race winner and championship leader, Andrea Dovizioso. Second, 3 weeks ago, 2018 champion, Marc Marquez. Third in Qatar, 2018 race winner here, Cal Crutchlow. Also on the podium here last year. And fourth in Qatar, we have Alex Rins. Fifth at the season opener, we have Valentino Rossi. And sixth, last time out, Danilo Petrucci. Amy Dargan is here to ask MotoGP fan questions a bit later. But we will start with the race winner last time out, Andrea Dovizioso. Andrea, a great win in Qatar. The perfect way to start 2019. I'll let some folk around me ask the more difficult questions about what happened afterwards, but has it been a strange couple of weeks with the appeal, and has it felt like a different victory? Because obviously the verdict was only a few days ago.
No, at the end, no. For me, no, because I wasn't worried about the points. In the worst case, they didn't give us the possibility to use for the future, so the piece, but also about that I wasn't too worried because we put that piece in the warm-up. Also, we don't have a lot of data about that piece. When you do something, is because there is something interesting, but still, we don't have a lot of data about that. But the victory was the victory. We did a really good weekend. I feel so good in the way finished the weekend. So I was so happy. I was happy to be back and to have a good feeling with the bike like I have during the weekend. So it was nice. It was a bit strange race, quite slow. I did that strategy because I wanted to do that and pay off, so really happy.
Coming into this weekend in Termas and Austin, of course, in a couple of weeks, they're two circuits that traditionally perhaps don't suit Ducati, maybe don't suit your riding style. Are you expecting it to be equally as difficult over the next couple of weeks as it has been previous?
Well, I expect to be more competitive this year than last year, because last year I struggled a lot. But you know, Argentina is a strange race. We have to see the condition tomorrow because normally it's difficult to work during the practice for the condition we found with the tires, with the lines, with the setup. So we will see. But it's still too early to understand what can be the championship because looks like the competitor. A lot of competitors are in a good situation, so everything can happen. I don't think Argentina will show the reality for the season, but I expect Suzuki and Honda really competitive here. For sure, also Yamaha about the speed. They will be very competitive. So it will be difficult to make a good result, but our goal is the points. We have to bring the maximum.
Thanks very much to you, Andrea. Moving on now to Marc Marquez. Marc, a second place in Qatar, a result you're really happy with at a circuit maybe you're not such a fan of. There's been a few dramas here in Argentina over the last few years, but one thing is for sure, your speed here has always been phenomenal. So coming into this weekend, do you think perhaps past results don't reflect how much you like the circuit?
Yeah, of course. Qatar we start in a very good way because it's a circuit that normally I struggle and yeah, second place there for us is so important. Then here in Argentina, normally it's a circuit that is suiting well for my riding style, but we will see during the weekend, we will see the weather condition and all these things. But anyway, try to focus like every race we can, try to do our 100%, and then on Sunday, try to be there. Our speed here normally is good. But for some reason on Sunday we never found the best way to achieve the best result. But anyway, last year the speed was there. I was very fast. We will see this year with this new bike and then try to do our 100% on Sunday.
You seem to always be one of the quicker riders to adapt to changing conditions. So when it comes to weekends like this with a dodgy weather forecast. Do you ever see that as a slight advantage to you?
No, I mean, because you never know in that conditions, but I feel ready with every conditions. I will try to be ready for every conditions, and this is our mentality. If it's rainy conditions, put the wet tires. If it's dry, put the slick, and then try to find the best way in each conditions to be there in fighting for the podium.
Thanks very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, moving on now to Cal Crutchlow. Cal, a brilliant comeback after a long layout over in Qatar. Third place, your best ever start to a MotoGP World Championship. I'm sure you were really welcoming the 2-weekend layoff with your injury. How are you feeling, and have you had a chance to reflect on that brilliant result in Qatar?
Yeah, obviously it was a great weekend in Qatar for the whole RCR Castrol Honda team. And Honda, I think they did a great job in the winter with regards to our engine and making the performance better and as to be able to be more competitive. So yeah, I felt great going home from Qatar, obviously. But you already start to think ahead to Argentina, and then the 2 weekends off I thought was too long, and I've never said that in my life. So to come here back to Argentina, a race that we won at last year, I'm excited to try and do a good job for my team, and be able to battle this weekend.
We're a long way from home here in Argentina, and yet it seems to feel like home for you. Some great results, 3 podiums, and you mentioned that race win last year. What is it about Termas for you?
I don't know. I don't really, I would not say it's a circuit I like. It's not one of my favourite circuits or anything like that, but I always just seem to go quite well here. I have no idea why. I think, with the Honda, I think we take advantage of the long braking zone into turn 6, and also the last sector a little bit. But I don't really know why. I just have had a great relationship with the track. We always have a lot of fans come out here, which is good. They always like to come out and watch us race, and hopefully we can put on a good show for them, because over the last years, I thought last year was not a big battle like how many we had in Qatar. I would like to make the race this weekend. Not that I have any choice, but I mean, it would be good if we can have a good 10-man battle again for a while. Thanks
very much, Cal. Moving on now to Alex Rins, a fascinating and strange race over in Qatar, but a tough start to the weekend for you, and so in the end, 4th place was a good recovery. Do you see it like that, or were you disappointed with the outcome?
No, I think for sure was a positive race. 4th position was very nice. As you say, during all the race, I was fighting with Dobby, with Mark for the first positions, but I did a small mistake on the first corner on brakes. I ran out a little bit. Then Crutchlow overtake me, no? But anyway, I felt ready. I think our bike is going very good. We arrived here with a lot of enthusiasm, no? I get my first podium last year here, 3rd. So we need to check a little bit the weather conditions, no? But for the rest, everything okay.
As you mentioned, that podium last year, your first MotoGP podium, a lot has changed since then. You're stronger, Suzuki is stronger. Do you see Termas as perhaps the destination where your first victory could come?
Well, we don't know. For sure, I have more experience than last year. The bike is going faster and stronger than last year. We need to check if in this track is going to be good, no? The ride. But for sure, I will give my 100% to be there fighting for the podium or for the victory.
Thanks very much, Alex. Move over to the far end now and speak to Valentino Rossi. Valentino, another Sunday comeback for you in Qatar after a tough place to start on the grid, 14th to 5th. Some post-race comments maybe suggested that you were more disappointed than pleased with 5th place. How did you see it over in Losail?
So at the end, the race was good for me, because first of all, I also enjoy from behind, and especially my pace was not so bad. I feel good with the bike, and in the last laps I was quite strong. We suffer too much during the practice. I never have a very good feeling, and I have to start from behind. So we have to try to work in a better way, especially about this point of view. But from track by track to the other track is always a big difference. And Argentina is a particular track for the layout, but especially for the asphalt and for the weather. Looks like that also this year will be difficult with the weather, like last year, unfortunately. So we hope that we can be lucky to have a dry race, and we see.
You were amongst, obviously, your fiercest rivals in Qatar, so you got a good opportunity to look at what Honda have, what Suzuki have, what Ducati have. Where do you feel, is it the same areas you feel that Yamaha are struggling in, and what will it take this weekend for you and your team to be able to deliver a podium?
Yeah, it was very interesting because from behind I follow a lot of different bikes, and was interesting. We have to work because we are not strong like we want. We have to work hard for try to improve, and in general is the package, no, that have to work well. So we see. We hope that to have some good time during the practice for understand the potential and to be ready on Sunday.
Thanks very much, Valentino. Lastly, we come to the other far end. We go to Danilo Petrucci. Danilo, 6th place in Qatar. After a really positive test, you looked quite disappointed and dejected at the end of the race when we saw some footage of you in the garage. Tell us about how the race went for you.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed after the race because I was quite fast during the test and during the weekend, but unfortunately I made two big mistakes for the race. One was the choice of the front tire. I felt really fast with that tire, but we understood that during the race the pace is not so high, it's not so fast, but so it's better to be more comfortable in the battle instead of be very fast. And so for me it was very impossible, very difficult to make some pass and to defend my position. And then I had a very bad start. The first corner I was in 11th position, and I was very in difficulties to brake hard, and for make a recovery I had to use a little bit to match the rear tire, and the result was not so satisfied. Anyway, we stay there all the weekend, so at the end I was more motivated to race here and to look forward of what we have.
So a top 6 in Qatar, maybe not quite what you wanted, but would a top 6 here this weekend be a satisfactory result? Because it's not always been a circuit that you've had the best of results at.
Yeah, it was essentially is a track that I like, but I never score so much points here. Some bad luck, some mistakes, but my target this year is to fight always with this guy, and stay always around the top 5. Yes, for sure, it was. A top 6 is good, but I want to be faster. But here in Argentina, the predictions are impossible to do because we have to check tomorrow how will be the asphalt and especially the weather. For sure, I expect Honda and Suzuki very fast.
Danilo, thank you very much. Gentlemen, that's all from me. Good luck to all of you for this weekend. Floor questions, please.
Vale, a question for you. I would like to know your point of view about the new deflector in the Ducati, deflector spoiler, the new piece of the Ducati in Qatar. Also, the attitude of the other manufacturers against Ducati, and why not Yamaha against this piece of Ducati?
But sincerely speaking, I don't follow a lot the problem. I don't know. You have to speak with Yamaha. Anyway, we have about our personal situation. We have to think to us, concentrate, work hard, try to be stronger. This is the most important.
Okay. For you, Alex, considering the layout of the track, could we say that Argentina is one of the best track for the Suzuki?
Can be one of the best tracks for Suzuki, especially in my case. I like the fast corners and this kind of corners, and this track have a lot. No, last year I enjoyed it a lot, and you know, basically we only ride one time per year here in Argentina. No, so I'm really excited to start.
For Valentino right here. Which are the key facts to be able to reach the third places and the race as well?
You know, usually, pronto, mi sentite? You have to try to be faster than the others. This is very important. And in the case of Argentina, it's very important try to be ready for all the conditions, because in the last years, the weather is always up and down. So it's difficult make a plan during the weekend for work well, because sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's half and half. And try to be ready on Sunday for all the conditions.
Question for Mark, for Alex, and for Valentino. Now that Ducati seems to have had some success with the spoiler, do you think that your teams will develop similar ones for the next few races for you?
I don't know, but I don't know the situation. But I know Honda, and for sure they are trying to analyze. They are trying to understand what is the function specifically, and where you can improve with that. And I'm sure that all the manufacturers will try. I mean, when somebody try, but I think it's not giving a lot of chance this spoiler.
Yeah, for sure. As Mark said, when one bike has a different thing, I think all the manufacturers are trying to do the same. No, sincerely, I finished fourth in Qatar. I did the race with Dobby, that he had this spoiler. I don't feel like a lot of difference. No, only on the straight, but maybe this is for another thing, for another reason.
Yeah, in the last years, the Ducati is always strong and competitive. So I think that is clever. Try to understand and their way, and maybe the spoiler is one of that. So why not? But I don't know what's happening in the future for us.
Question for Mark and Carl. You were both injured during the winter. You didn't test as you wanted, but you were both on the podium in Qatar on a track that is not the best for the Honda. Does it mean that the Honda is at the moment the best bike on the grid?
You never know this. You never know if you have the best bike or not. But I know that I have the best team for me. I'm in the best situation, and yeah, I feel I believe in what I have, and yeah, in Qatar we work in a good way. We finish in the podium. This was a very important result for me, and even for Carl. And yeah, we will see here. But we work in a different way this winter. But in the end, we arrive in the same level. So this is the most important. And like Dobby said before, we will see during the races where is our level, where is the competitors' level. But I believe that if we focus in our box, we can be strong.
Yeah, as you know, we didn't manage to test so much. I never managed to test in the end of last year, which was probably more important than this year's test, ironically. but I didn't get much done in Malaysia or Qatar. But the injury, it didn't really stop me being able to ride the motorcycle. It was other reasons that I didn't get much done. But the bike is competitive and strong. We know that they worked very well with the engine, and we're now competitive in this area. But as you know, I felt a bit of a weakness in another area, and we are trying to fix that in my side of the garage, in my side of Honda. And I think we made a good improvement come the race on Sunday in Qatar. But it can always change at different circuits. You know, we can go to this circuit and maybe have more problems, or in Texas or in Jerez. So I think what we have to do is take the positives that we came out of Qatar, which is normally, as you said, a difficult race, in good shape.
A question for Mark over here. Mark, after Qatar, I saw some videos of you doing some motocross training. How did your shoulder react to this particular type of training? And generally, how do you feel now, 2 weeks after Qatar, physically?
Yes, I already said in Qatar that the shoulder was not a problem for my performance on the bike, and this was a big help because you forget something that I has been fighting during all the winter, and this was important. And then I tried to come back to my normal life, my normal training, but still for motocross, okay, it's too early. Still, I feel some pain because it's more aggressive, but I was able to ride in a good way. So yeah, I already forget the shoulder. I feel some pain on the plane, on the motocross. For example, when I did motocross day, but for the MotoGP, it's not a problem.
Okay, that's it from the floor. On to Amy with MotoGP fan questions.
Andrea, we're coming to you first, and the first question comes from Herlian21 on Twitter, and she's asked you, it was your birthday last week. How did you celebrate it? And also, what's your favourite type of birthday cake?
Favorite time of birthday?
Cake.
Ah, sorry. We did a good dinner with the friends at home. The day before, we did a really nice training with motocross. It was a dream with Red Bull in a really nice track with Danilo, with some friends. It was a dream for us. Sounds strange, but
no, I get
when
it.
you have a big passion, is really nice. And the cake was nice because it was a Red Bull cake.
Flavoured?
What's the best flavour? Sorry. No,
was it Red Bull flavoured?
No.
Oh.
The design was Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Ice cream, normally ice cream cake is I love with chocolate.
Ice cream flavoured?
Sorry?
Ice cream flavoured?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never tried that before.
Chocolate.
Chocolate cake, yeah, fairly standard. Tell you what. Thanks, Andrea. Many happy returns for last week. If you find the ice cream cake, I want a slice as well, so I'll come and try it. Thank you. Okay, we'll come now to Mark. Mark, your question is from Instagram, 9marmite3. And they've asked you, what outdoor activity haven't you tried, but you would like to? Outdoor activity. It's quite a wide.
But that I like it.
Well, which one would you like to try?
The last one.
No, like
a
new one.
Many, but I don't know. But many, I don't know. In the life, always I train in bicycle, running, motorbikes. But of course, the one that I would like and I never try, maybe can be outdoor rally car. I would like to try someday. Yeah, why not?
Who would be, actually, no, you don't need a co-driver for rally car, do you? But no, rally car's cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Cal, Trudy Corker on Facebook has asked you if you could race at any British circuit on your MotoGP bike, which one would it be and why?
That's quite a sensible question. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with that.
We toned it down.
Yeah, I missed the 3 races last year, and I didn't miss these questions. I can tell you that.
We missed your answers.
I'd like to go to one that I think that I'd have the most advantage at.
Which one's that?
Maybe somewhere like Alton Park, because it's one of my favourite circuits anyway. But these lot, they would not have a clue what is going on, I think, if they went to if they went to Alton Park. Yeah, so maybe I'd have a chance at winning.
Thank you. We'll come now to Alex. So Featrianum on Twitter has asked, who's your celebrity crush and why? Who do you fancy?
My celebrity crush, I think I don't have.
No?
No.
Everybody has a celebrity crush.
In my case, no. I don't know.
Entertain us. Just give us one. Or just tell us who your real crush is. We won't tell anyone.
No, I don't know. Sincerely, I like to see some films, some music, but no. I don't have one favorite celebrity, you know?
What about, like, I think they're trying to establish who you fancy. Like, in terms of, like, she's hot. I'd like to take her out on a nice
Okay,
date.
let me think and I will say
Okay,
later.
we'll come back. Okay. Valentino, we're coming to you now. So Campbell's321 on Instagram has asked you, if you could exchange your riding skills for another talent, what would it be and why?
Allora, my riding skills for another talent. I don't know. Be very intelligent and be able to write a book, a good book.
Nice.
You like?
Yeah, I like that one. What type of book? What type?
I like in Italiano we call gialli. I don't know the yellow book. I mean where you have some murder, some yeah.
Nice.
This one, yeah.
Thanks, Valentino.
Thanks.
Alex, are you ready? Okay, later. Sorry, Danilo, we're going to come to you next. So Joe Sinopoli 80 on Instagram has asked you, if the race results were decided by a running race, an arm wrestle, and a donut eating contest, who would win and why?
Running?
A running race,
Okay.
an arm wrestle, and a donut eating race. Sorry, sort of doing the actions as well.
I don't know about running, but for sure wrestling and eating, I'm the number one, I think.
Don't even know why I asked
am the biggest rider in Motogp. I got advantage for a time. Running, I don't know. I used to run a lot, but I'm not. I think there are many lighter riders that can run faster than me. But for sure, wrestling and eating donuts, I think
down.
I can be the favorite for the championship.
Thanks, Danilo. Alex, we're ready.
Okay.
Tell us your secrets.
So I would like to have a dinner. I would like to meet like Will Smith. Oh. No. Yeah, wait. It's only girl.
Well,
this is a compromise question,
Okay, we'll go with Will Smith.
No, I think Angelina Jolie can be.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah. Angelina, Alex would like your number. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. If I could ask you please to stand for the photo.